Hi guys, I'm Silwolf, and this is probably the first, well, not the first gaming video, but a first in the new series of gaming videos. I've decided to do a little video of one of the games on my phone because it's easy, because I can record my phone screen, as you can see. And this is Pokémon Go. Now, Pokémon Go, you're probably aware of it already. It's basically an app that you can take out with you when you go walking and stuff and catch Pokemon in the wild. Most people are aware of this game. It's a pretty fun game. It's been going for about 4 or 5 years, I think. And there you see there's my avatar in the middle there. There's my Pokemon next to me. And it's got various things you can do. You catch Pokemon, you collect Pokemon. You can fight Team Rocket. There's Team Rocket in their balloon above me there. And you see the little squares and cubes and things in the distance. They are Pokestops. You can spin those to gain Pokeballs and other goodies in the game. This thing over here is a gym. This one is one of the yellow gyms. And you can fight the Pokemon in there. You can take over the gyms. In fact, if I was actually down by the harbour right now, I could probably take over this gym and put my own Pokemon in it for the blue team. You can spin the gyms as well, like the Pokestops. You can battle in them, or you can add your own Pokemon to them if they are the same team colour as you. Now, this here is my buddy. His name is Cade. If I tap on him, I'm so far not tapping on him, there we go. He looks quite happy because he's had lots of treats and things. I can bring up the little menu for him, and it shows how far we've walked together. And I've given him some treats there. You can see we've played together today. You can battle with your buddy as well, and take a snapshot every day and visit a new place every day. So these are all the everyday things you can do, and eventually the Pokemon becomes your best buddy. So right now he's just over 1 heart, nearly 2, and he also picks up candy as well, which helps him level up, and he's about 5 kilometers away from getting another candy. So if I tap on this, there's me. I'm dressed up in Team Rocket uniform there. And there he is with me. So that's quite cool. You can see buddy history. So all the buddies I've had. Slurpuff. You can also have Pokemon as buddies to help them evolve. This one I had as a buddy to help it evolve as well. That one, you see he's got like a little rosette next to his name. He is a best buddy. That means that I've kept these ones with me for quite a while to work them up to being best buddies. You can see 131 days. He was with me for 87 days. I can't remember why I had this one as a buddy. It might have been to evolve it. This one was to evolve him. He wasn't my buddy for very long. Here's another best buddy, 330 days. I've had him a long time. The reason that the other one only was 87 days was because I logged on every day to work on raising his buddy status. With Vindicator the Mewtwo here, I had him as my buddy for so long because I wasn't coming on the game every day. So it counts the days. It doesn't count how often you interact with the buddies. And I didn't really bother with him. And he was spent 7 days. Actually, he spent longer with me. I don't know why it only registered 7 days. As you can see, he's over 2 hearts. And a Houndoom. And a Dragonite. So, I've also got like loads of friends here. They're all my friends. This means that they've sent me a gift that I can receive. So, I can receive a gift from this person. It tells me where they're from. That's Germany. And inside the gift you receive, like, there's a sticker, 5 Pokeballs, a potion to help you with your Pokemon, and some Stardust. And we're nearly up to 3 hearts, our friendship. And then I can send that person a friend back. I can send that person a gift back, send that friend a gift back. So, also, the gifts that you get on the game are basically from places you visit. So if you travel around a lot, you can get things from places you visit. There's another one. And there's a sticker in that one, a super potion, and 2 great balls, and another potion. Sometimes you get more things from a person. It's completely random though. And then I can send another one back to that person as well. So that's your friends, and you can become best friends with someone, and the better friends that you become with a person, um, the less Stardust it costs to trade Pokemon, which is quite useful if they have one that you don't have, because it always costs more to trade for something that you don't have. So in the middle menu, we've got the Pokedex. I've got all of the Kanto Pokemon, as you can see there. I've collected every single one of them. Johto, I could do with finding a few more. Some of them I haven't even encountered. You can see there's a Politoed there, and that one there's like a silhouette for it, meaning I've encountered it but I haven't caught it, so I may have encountered it in a battle or something. And it just goes through and shows you what Pokemon you have and what you don't have. I'm doing quite well. That's the Hoenn region. But as you can see, working through the regions, there are less that I have and more that I need. See, there's a huge amount of Pokemon I need there. In the Sinnoh region, there's a Nova. Even more that I need in a Nova, because these ones came out later on. And I don't play the game religiously, so my Pokemon collection isn't amazing. There's only a few Galarian ones. I've got all of them except for the evolved form of, I think it's Squavit. And I do have enough to evolve a Squavit, but I need a 3-star one to make it, worth it. I'll explain about stars later. Here's a Pokemon, it's a Zubat. So you can catch the Zubat by throwing the Pokeball at it. And it might burst out, but it might get caught. It had a green circle around it, which means it's likely the ball will catch it. And then you appraise it. It's only 2 stars. So basically you need that to be 3 stars, or all of the thing filled up, which means 4 stars, which is really, really good. It's just like how strong they are and stuff. We look for 3-star Pokemon. And funnily enough, I was playing this for about 3 years before I found that out from my friend in Germany. She had my account for a while to catch some Pokemon for me and build up my collection. And she said, why have you got all these no-star and 1-star Pokemon? You're not playing the game right. And I'm like, what? I didn't think that mattered. I thought the important thing was the CP of the Pokemon. You see the numbers above each one here, CP 272, 2115. I thought that was the important thing. It's not. Well, it is important, but the 3-star thing is also important. So here are my Pokemon. These are the ones that I've caught or evolved, and the ones with the star next to them, all my 3-star ones I put a star next to so I know to keep them. Because if you've got a star next to it, it means that you can't transfer it by accident. So it's quite useful. So you see my Blastoise there. He's cool, but he isn't 3-star. My Wartortle has sunglasses on, but he's not 3 stars. And the next one I will evolve is the regular Wartortle next to him. But he's only got CP of 65. So it would pay more if I evolved a Squirtle. But then I'd need even more candy, because the Wartortle's already evolved. So I'd have to evolve the Squirtle into Wartortle and then Blastoise, and I'd need more candy. But I'm in no hurry. The Charizard's quite cool. He's a clone, like from the Pokemon movie. You see his stripes there, but he's only like 2-star. So although he's alright, he's not as strong as he could be. And you can't give them extra stars. So you can't like power them up. You can give them more CP, but you can't give them more stars. So the CP thing doesn't matter that much. But, if it's a 3-star like the Wartortle, I can always power him up. But it's a little bit more useful, obviously, to have a higher CP. So here are all my Pokemon. I've got quite a few, as you can see. Now you can search through them. So 3 and 4 stars. So I actually do have, type in here, these are all my 4-star Pokemon. Now these ones, their stats are maxed out, and I'm still working to work up the CP. His CP is maximum, it won't go any higher. But if I appraise this Pokemon, you can see that he's completely maxed out all of his stats. He's 3-star, but the fact that his stats are all maxed out means that he's 4-star. As you can see there, it says 4-star. So you catch these in the world, or you can hatch them from eggs, or you can get them from a raid. And the 4-star thing's really rare. This one I got as a Pichu from an egg, and I evolved him. And if you can hear anything in the background, that's Emo. He keeps waking up because I'm talking. So these are all my my 4-star ones. I do have as well, because you can, if you do trade, sometimes you can get a lucky Pokemon. These are all my lucky Pokemon. And so, for example, this Alakazam, he was from a trade, and my boyfriend and I traded our Kadabras to evolve them, and we ended up both with lucky Alakazams, which is pretty cool. But if you look at his stats, he's not a 4-star Pokemon, he's only 3-star, but his stats are still pretty good, so I have used him in battles before. And those are all my other ones. My friend gave me the 2 Mewtwo's. I think she traded them when she had my account in Germany. And the Galvantula was another lucky trade I did with my boyfriend. Because I didn't have, I can't remember what the name of the pre-evolution is, but I just couldn't find one. And so in the end he said he'd trade his with me, just so that I could evolve it for my Pokedex, and it turned out to be a lucky trade. Again, 3 stars there. But that Vindicator here, his HP is down. So if you want to heal your Pokemon, you can go into items and use a potion. The potion is the lowest one, so you have to use several potions to actually heal a Pokemon like that. You can also revive your Pokemon as well. I must have used Vindicator against a Rocket, I think, the other day, and I forgot to give him a potion to heal him. So you also have things like a shop where you can buy things for Pokecoins, and you can get Pokecoins by leaving Pokemon in gyms. And the longer you leave the Pokemon in the gym, you get more coins, but it is maxed out, I think, at like 50 or something per day. So it stops people from leaving a Pokemon in a gym that people don't really go to much, and then it's in there for like weeks, and you get loads of Pokecoins, so it does max out, which is kind of annoying. But I can see why they do it. And then this one here, a little orange thing, these are things that you can do, like tasks you can do. So the Halloween Cup research is currently going on. As you can see, I've not done any of it because I'm too lazy. The field ones are daily things. So you do one of each of these a day. So tomorrow I'll claim a reward. If I claim all of these today, it will only count as one day. And I've already claimed today's one anyway, so that's why there's nothing there at the moment. I'll claim one of those tomorrow, and the 1 will light up, and then the next day the 2, and so on and so forth. And at the end of the week, you get some rewards and a Pokemon. At the moment, it's your mask as your weekly reward. But it was Ditto, and it was really annoying because Ditto is not really one of my favourites, and it doesn't do much in the game. So these ones are special rewards. So these are just things that aren't limited by time. So here you go. The first one is this year's Halloween one, which is all to do with your mask. A spooky message unmasked. This is how lazy I am. This was last year's one, I think, or the year before. And it's just, I just don't play the game that much, so. I have times when I play it a lot, and then I have times when I don't. And I've been playing it a bit more recently, but not going out and walking around looking for Pokemon. I've only kind of been sat at home doing it, just logging in daily. So this one, I've nearly got another candy, walking with my buddy, so I'll get a Poffin as a reward. And the 2 of 6 means there's going to be 6 of these things to do. So this is screen number 2, and then you claim the rewards, and it goes on to number 3. The Meltan one is another old one that's been going on for ages. But how am I going to find Omanyte or Kabuto, catch 2 Lileep or Anorith, and catch an Aerodactyl? Those things will take some time. Misunderstood Mischief, this one's back going again because they keep kind of pausing this one. So there, I've claimed my reward, which is experience points. And then you get this guy, and he tells you various things, like a little story thing, and you can read what he says. So he says, "Hey there, Silverwolf, it's nice to see a friendly face because I've been seeing a lot of spooky Pokemon staring at me lately. Do you think this might be Hooper's doing? Hooper is known to transport Pokemon and people to different places with its rings, so maybe that's what's happening here. After all those legendary Pokemon appeared during this year's Go Fest, as well as those Pokemon first found in Galar that appeared more recently, I'd say Hooper's involvement here is more than likely." Perhaps we can learn more about Hooper by studying the ghost-type Pokemon that have begun to show up nearby. Mind giving me a hand, trainer? I do have a Hooper. It was a reward for one of the things. The Misunderstood Mischief. And my particular Hooper was only 2-star, and I was like, oh god. Oh, I've got to evolve a Slowpoke for this. Do I even have a Slowpoke? Let's see. So to look for a particular Pokemon, you just type it in here. I do have a Slowpoke. I've got 2, in fact. I've got a Slowbro and a Slowking. So here's a Slowpoke. I can evolve him into a Slowbro or a Slowking. And this one here, oh, I have to adventure together to evolve him. So what do I have to do? Catch 30 Poison-type Pokemon. Catch 30 Psychic-type Pokemon. While he's my buddy. So, yeah, and it needs 50 Slowpoke candy. Well, I'm just going to evolve this one then in that case. So I think I'll just evolve him into a Slowbro there. I'm not really fussed about the Galarian ones. It's not going to put any more into my Pokedex anyway, because I already have Slowking and Slowbro in there. So there we go. That's what it looks like when a Pokemon evolves. I can compare him to my other Slowbro. See, I've got 2. And praise him. And then go to the next one and appraise that one. You see, he has less CP, but his attack and defense and HP are a bit better than the other one. I'll keep them both because they're still quite stable Pokemon. But it's annoying that the one with the less CP was the better one. And this is running through this again. Yes, we've already seen this. Okay, thank you. So you just get XP as a reward for evolving him. But then I've got to make 3 nice curveball throws and transfer 30 Pokemon. So they're easy enough to do. There was a recent one where the reward was the Pokemon Zarude for the Pokemon Jungle movie, and you had to do 5 great throws in a row. Now I'm terrible at doing the great throws, curveball, well not curveball throws, but the great throws, excellent throws, etc. And there's a way you can do it, so you can actually prevent the game from saving when you don't get the throw correct. Then you can close it and come back into it again, and I did it that way. Yes, it's cheating, but at the same time, I'd never been able to get Zarude otherwise. I managed to get up to 3 great throws in a row, and then I just failed, so I looked online to see if there was a way to do it, and I managed to find one. So we've got a raid battle about to start. So to find out about Pokemon in the area, these are all, I do have all these Pokemon, but this is a Piplup wearing a hat and a Pikachu wearing a hat, which I don't happen to have, even though I have a Piplup and a Pikachu in my Pokedex. And there are the raids. So if it's blacked out like that, it means it's a Pokemon that I don't have in my Pokedex. The one with the egg means it's going to start, it hasn't started yet, it's going to start at 19 minutes past 1. And my phone, for some reason, said that it's 9:41 in the morning. That's a bit weird. It's really not. It's like 20 past 12. Okay. I'm not quite sure why my phone's clock is wrong. Anyway, yeah, so it just tells you when it's going to start, and you can view it. And that one is a Drifloon, I think. But it looks like it's wearing a hat, and that's why it's not in my Pokedex. The ones with hats don't actually come up as Pokedex entries. If you have the Pokemon normally, you have it. The ones with hats are just like event Pokemon. So at the moment they're all dressed up for Halloween, I think. So it's not important that I waste a remote raid pass getting that Pokemon. So raids are things like this Pokemon I have with me here. That's Zacian, and he was got from a raid. So with raids, they're really powerful legendaries and stuff a lot of the time. The 5-star ones are. 5-star meaning it's a 5-star raid, not a 5-star Pokemon. And the big legendaries and stuff, you have to go in with other people. Normally, to take down a legendary before time runs out, I'd recommend like 6 people as a minimum. Or maybe 5, but you might struggle with 5 depending on what the Pokemon is. So, yeah, so that's how you get the legendaries. You have to do raids. Now, there was, when the game first started, for doing that that weekly research every day, you used to get a random legendary at the end, which I think was really good. Um, but I can see why they do it for the raids, because it gets people buying remote raid passes or whatever. With a remote raid pass, I can sit here on my couch and I can do any of these raids down there without actually going up to the Pokemon gym. I can also do raids in other countries. So a friend from another country can invite me to a raid over there, and using a remote raid pass, I can go and battle with them and their friends, which is pretty cool. The remote raid pass thing was brought in during COVID because everyone was under lockdown. So I think I showed you pretty much everything. I mean, there's items, so that's your potions and everything, revives, the camera, which enables you to take pictures of them, stickers, which you can send to friends with gifts, and you've got fast TMs, charge TMs, rare candies. That's a regular raid pass. So if I was to walk up to one of those gyms, I could use that raid pass. So they're just free. I've got 3 remote raid passes, and 3 is the maximum you're allowed. So I can't get any more until I've used at least one of those. And then premium battle pass and star pieces, my gifts. Rocket radars for finding rocket bosses. And there's all my balls, and my modules is for luring Pokemon to Pokestops. The berries, which help you catch them. Poffin, which is a treat, which doubles the amount of interaction you can have with your buddy for like a day. The egg incubator, and I'll show you my eggs in a minute. The stones to help evolve the Pokemon, and that's it. So to get to your eggs, you basically go in there, and there are my eggs. At the moment, I've got a 10k egg in my incubator. The 2k are the most common ones. You can also get the 5k. The 7k comes from friends, and there's a 12k you can get for defeating a Team Rocket boss like Giovanni. I think actually you only get them for defeating Giovanni. So with this one here, it tells you who sent you the egg, like where it came from. I know who sent me that egg. One of my friends in Havant in Hampshire. And it also tells you what hatches from it. You can see I have all of these Pokemon. So this is why I haven't been bothering to hatch the 7k eggs, because, and this one's different Pokemon, but again, I have them all. The 2k eggs, you can see I've got all of those ones. But the 10k egg, you can see some of them are kind of blacked out. So I don't have them. So I'm hoping that if I hatch this egg, I might get something I don't already have. And it's the same with the 5k eggs, which you can get from Pokestops as well. There are several Pokemon that I don't yet have, so that's why I'm concentrating on that. I concentrated a lot on the 7k eggs that you get from friends, but now I have all the Pokemon from those. I'm not bothering to hatch them. Unfortunately, if they bring out new 7k eggs with new Pokemon in, the ones I have won't change, so they'll always be the same Pokemon that I have already, which is a shame. And you can't delete eggs, you have to hatch them, which is annoying. So I have all those 7k eggs. I have no interest in hatching at all. So that's pretty much it for Pokemon Go. The weather here at the moment is cloudy, but you can get different weather. So if it was pouring with rain, or if it's thundery or whatever, the weather on the screen would change. And also when you find the Pokemon, some Pokemon are more commonly found when it's raining, or when it's sunny, or when it's, cloudy or whatever. And to find out which ones will pop up the most, you can tap the weather thing at the top. Fairy, fighting, and poison. They are stronger, appear more frequently, and give bonus Stardust when caught, because of this type of weather. For the first time ever this summer, we did actually have a weather warning, because we actually had a massive heat wave that we're not used to in this country. And so Pokemon Go actually put out a proper weather warning when you played it, which was interesting. It went up to something like 92 degrees, which is completely unheard of in this part of the world. And I think it was like near 100 degrees in the cities. So, and this is Fahrenheit. I don't work in Celsius. People in this country work in Celsius, but I work in Fahrenheit. So, yeah, so that was interesting, to say the least. You see there's a gym in the distance there. It's got I think it's a slack off or something at the top. Someone is having a battle in that gym. You can see there's like smoke and stuff coming off the top of it. That means that someone is battling and trying to take over that gym. So the yellow team has it at the moment. So it's probably someone else. They're like the red or the blues. I do know the team names. They're Valor. I keep forgetting the team names. It's ridiculous. Valor's the red one anyway. And someone else here has a lure module over on that Pokestop, and the lure module is a leafy lure module because you can see the leaves sort of floating around there by it. I have lure modules as well, but you have to literally be right on top of the Pokestops in order to use them. So while my character will actually run down to these two that you see before you here, because the tracking on it doesn't sort of it's kind of, I don't know why, but the thing that whatever tracks where you are is all over the place. I think it's because I'm on a cliff, like by the sea, and so my avatar will run backwards and forwards to those Pokestops. I have before, when I've been bored, hatched eggs just by opening and closing the app, because if I minimize the app and do something else on my phone, and I open the app again, she'll be right down there near those Pokestops and I can spin them again. So when I first opened the app, when I came on it to do this video, she was down there by those Pokestops. And it's quite useful, really, because then I can do my daily Pokestop spin, or I can get eggs or whatever, without actually having to leave my lounge. So, yeah, sometimes it helps. So anyway, like I said, that's pretty much all for Pokemon Go. For those of you who haven't played it, it's a good app. It brings people together. It helps you get out and about if you like Pokemon. But then I'm sure you've probably heard of it anyway because it's quite a popular app. And most people who have Pokemon or have heard of Pokemon or are fans of Pokemon know about this app. And when it was first released, everyone was playing it. You'd see parents and kids, and these parents grew up with Pokemon, so they were getting their kids into it as well. Groups of friends. I mean, I remember going to the city and in the churchyard, everyone was playing Pokemon Go. They were just all sat around playing it. Now you don't really see people play it quite as much, but it's still very popular. I have lots of friends who play it all around the world, and yeah, it's still a lot of fun. I enjoy it. There's enough with it to keep you occupied. I don't tend to have it with me when I go out really anymore because I like just walking and not having to sort of look at my phone all the time. But other than that, it's it's a fun game for if you want to play it, or if you want to get out and about, or if you need an excuse to get out and about. Yeah, it's a good game. So I wouldn't say that there's any negative things about the game, particularly. Some of the challenges are a bit hard, but then it's a game. They're always quite hard, occasionally in games, aren't they? So anyway, I will make a playlist for gaming videos and stick everything on there. I'm going to be getting a screen recording program for my Switch, so I can do the new Animal Crossing update that's coming out, so that if you want to tune into that, you can. And thanks so much for all the suggestions and ideas. From what you suggested, there's still people who want Furby videos. I will still do them. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Yeah, so I'll still do Furby videos and robot videos as well, but I want to mix in the art videos and the gaming videos with it too. A lot of people were interested in gaming, and a lot of people agreed that art would be a good idea, so that's what I'm going to be doing. A few robots, a bit of art, a bit of gaming. We'll see how it goes, and I hope you all enjoy it. So, that's all for this one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep being awesome. This is Silver signing off.